Okay, this is part two. Apparently, I'm having a tad bit of technical difficulty, so please bear with me. I think that was the camera's way of letting me know I was kind of going into uncharted territory and that I needed to kind of stray away from that subject matter. So, bottom story of everything is because of the lack of said father, I introduced myself to self mutilation. And what I mean by that, it wasn't cutting, but I I did not feel. I did not have any type of emotion, so therefore I could not give out love if I did not know how to receive love because I could not identify love. So that's basically the whole story of the whole father figure. I I wish I would have had said father? Yes, of course. Who would not have? And it really sucks because I know some phenomenal people who have just loving men in their lives that show them and their children love. And I look at myself and go, why did I not have that? And then I'm more pissed off at myself because I did not even give that to my children. Now, true enough, they're adults and they'll sit back, Mom, you did the best, you did the best. But did I? Did I? I have to hold myself accountable for the BS that I've done. I can't keep sitting back, you know, looking at this chocolate frosting and thinking that it's bomb when in actuality it's crap. I'm not going to do that to myself and I won't allow them to do I don't want to minimize them any further. I want to be a better parent to them and hopefully somewhere somehow praying to God that I stop doing the things that block any type of parental love to go their way. You know, I understand my daughter when she sits back and say that she could care less, and I will respect her for that because I know the person, and as much as I sit back because I still have him confused because on one aspect I see him as a friend, on another aspect I see him as absentee father. And that puts a whole bunch of confusion in my head because it sucks. I want to fight him because of that, but we still socialize. So that's not fair. And I love my daughter to beyond. And she has two sisters. I love them beyond. And I really, if ever they need anything, I want them to know that I will always be there for them because I know they look at it, it's kind of hard for them to see me as such because of decisions that I make in regards to him. And I apologize to them. And if I have not, I'm apologizing now because hearing my story from the messed up individual that I came from as a father, I mean, as my father, you know, when he met me, he was a pimp. And when I say a pimp, I don't mean that he was, hey, no, he actually had women. And it's interesting that God give men like that daughters, because both of these men have that bigger than life personalities and they have daughters that they don't know how to deal with. And their daughters are strong. I mean, their personalities are strong. And I'm not going to minimize and say that it's not because of the fathers, because that trait probably did come a little bit from them. But you cannot take pride in these beautiful women, these strong, phenomenal women. You cannot take pride in them when you know that the only thing you did was had a wonderful night with the mother. You cannot sit back and say that. You can't sit back and say that I'm going to take pride in this little girl. That's not fair to them. It really isn't. And they are strong. Hell, I can honestly say the three daughters are much more of a woman than I ever could be in my lifetime. Period, point, hands down. One of them, she's a mother. I watch her feeds on Facebook. She is phenomenal. I've seen her up close and personal with her. Phenomenal. I will never take that away from her. So I just sit back and I wish that somewhere, somehow, any father that's out there If a father stumble across this, please do more, be more. Because what ends up happening is that little girl is, I may be over 50, but my mentality and my heart is still stuck as a little girl wondering when is someone going to save me. And it isn't fair for a man who may look and think that there's a woman when in actuality he's dealing with a hot mess. Hell, I may be looking at him and he has his own father issues and not quite a man. So you stir both of that together, look what you have. So I really apologize if anyone is not feeling or digging this conversation, but I couldn't sleep last night because I honestly felt some things needed to be said off of my spirit, and it hurts. It really genuinely hurts me to my core. My kids look at me and wonder, why do I feel like I don't feel? And I do feel. I really feel. It's just that I've given my heart to two individuals that don't give a damn about me. Period. There's nothing more that can be said about that. I've given my heart to two individuals that they don't give a damn about themselves. So why would I dare think they'll put me ahead of them? So, but I don't want to leave this on a bummer note, because like I said, there are some wonderful people that I encounter that I sit back and I go, that is a phenomenal dad. I know David is a phenomenal dad. Demetrius is a phenomenal dad. Derek Sr. is a phenomenal dad. Derek Jr. is a phenomenal dad. Donald is a phenomenal dad. D. Michael, phenomenal dad. And I know you guys sit back and saying, damn, did she just get stuck on D's? But it make you wonder, all these D's that happen to be phenomenal dads. But I'll throw in a couple of ones that are not D's. I'll sit back and I'll throw in Rohan. He's a phenomenal dad. Rocky, he's a phenomenal dad. So with that being said, keep on doing the good work, the good fight, because you don't want anyone to be 30, 40 on up, still having this little girl sitting on the side waiting to be saved. I didn't get saved by the community. I didn't get saved by family. And father was never there.